This week I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm getting ready to fly to Ecuador by myself. This is the very first time I'll be traveling internationally without my husband, and yes, I'll admit I'm nervous. But this isn't just any trip for me. This one has a very special meaning. I'd like to give you a little bit of a backstory that began about 35 years ago. A young woman from Ecuador came to live with us in Minnesota for her senior year of high school through the American Field Service Exchange Program. She left her home, her family, and her culture to spend a year in our small Minnesota town. And by the way, she spoke very little English. It was a big leap for her, but also for us as a family. And it turned into something truly life-changing over time. A couple of years after she left, her brother came to live with us for his senior year, and then a few years later, it was her younger sister. What started as an exchange student experience grew into a relationship that has lasted decades. They became family. We became family. Over the years, we've shared visits, letters, phone calls, and later emails. They've been part of our lives in such a meaningful way. So why is this trip different? I've been to Ecuador before, but never by myself, always with my husband, and this time he isn't coming along. And here's where, I'll be honest, I am nervous. Yes, definitely it's not because of safety or airports. It's because when he and I travel, I think I'm going to cry a little bit. When he and I travel, we rely on each other. We each have our designated duties. He takes care of certain things, I handle others. Together, we're a team. Without him, I feel a little disconnected. And honestly, who's going to remind me to lighten up? So why am I going? Well, at 78, I'm leaving for Ecuador on my birthday, and I feel like I'm on borrowed time for traveling, especially internationally. And this may be my last time to see the family. And I really want to cement this relationship so it crosses generation, her children and mine. In fact, her daughter came this past summer to stay with my daughter. Isn't that wonderful? I know I'm going to have a wonderful experience. This isn't about proving that I can be a solo traveler. I admire women who love traveling alone, but that's just not me. And I don't pretend that it is. What this trip is about is reconnecting with people who've been part of my life for 35 years. People I love, people who opened their hearts to us just as we opened ours to them. So yes, I may feel out of my element at times, but life has a way of nudging us to step outside of our comfort zones. I've learned that through travel. And I don't want to miss this opportunity because of my nervousness. Sometimes travel isn't just about where you go, it's about the courage it takes to make the journey and the connections that make it all worthwhile. Have you ever found yourself traveling solo even when you didn't plan to? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. So, until next time, stay traveling. I am.